Okay, so this is going to be me building my open your eyes bedding buckwheat hole pod style king size bed. So the ordering process was fairly easy. The holes are in the bigger boxes. There are 7 of these rather large boxes. They came last Thursday. These shipped from Boulder, Colorado, so it was closer to us than the fabric, which just came today. That came from New York. So I will get this stuff all unboxed and we will take a look at it. Okay, so I opened up the fabric, which is going to be the outsides of the pods. This is what the fabric looks like. This is going to be, these are all 6 foot long, and it's a tubular fabric that you fill with the holes. And this is what was inside the boxes of the holes. The holes are all packaged inside this airtight plastic to keep any insects or other contaminants out. And I will get this started. Okay, so I've separated the fabric. I'm going to have 48 pods, so I need to fill all of these tubes with the holes. And the remaining fabric is going to be what binds it all together. I went ahead and opened up one of the packages of buckwheat holes. It was nicely sealed. They're very fresh. I don't know if you can hear them. Kind of a rustling sound. They look good quality. Most of them seem completely intact. I don't see any sign of any insects or anything that might have contaminated them. I know a lot of reviews of buckwheat hole pillows, people had problems with insects, but these look like they were kept nicely sealed so that they're not contaminated and don't have any problems with insects or anything. So to make the pods, it's 5 pounds of holes per pod. I don't have a kitchen scale, so I'm going to end up measuring them out. 12 cups of holes is roughly a pound. So I'm going to get started on that, and when I have a pod made, I will turn the video camera back on. Okay, so I've scooped out 12 rounds, or 12 cups 5 times to get the 5 pounds of hole in my plastic container here. And one of the suggestions was to level them out and then draw a line on the container. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. So that you don't have to do the scooping and measuring each time. You can just fill it to a line, which will make it go a lot quicker, seeing as I need to fill 48 of these pods with 5 pounds of buckwheat holes. So now that it's out in the light, I'll get you a little bit better look at the holes. And I've dug down into there fairly deep, and they all still just seem to be intact and in really good shape. And again, no signs of any type of contamination. Okay, so I've transferred all of the holes from the plastic container into the tubing fabric, shifted it all to the middle, and tied it as per the instructions that came with the kit. So that's what one pod looks like by itself. And now I get to make 47 more of those before we start actually putting the bed together. So I will be back in a bit. Well, it took about 5 hours since the time I started to fill all 48 holes, or pods filled with the holes. There were, of course, breaks and stopped to eat delivery pizza. So actual fill time probably took about 4 hours, and as you can see looking at my floor, it is a messy process, so expect that. We ended up with quite a few holes left over. It was averaged that you'd have about 5 pounds left over, and looking at it, I'm guesstimating we have about 10 pounds left, so we probably shorted our pods a little bit, but it's not going to be noticeable, I don't think. And this is what 48 filled pods look like, all stacked up in my bedroom. So now that all of the pods are made, I get to turn them into the bed. Okay, so we have all of the pods laid out, but they haven't been lashed together yet. But here's what the king-sized pods look like laid out before the final step. Okay, the final step of weaving the pods together with the straps is complete, and that is our king-size buckwheat whole mattress from Open Your Eyes Bedding. And I will update later with a review on how it sleeps.